Hello students, welcome to PNMRC e-learning classes. Students, today I am going to teach you pairs of lines. Again, this is an introductory video part 2. In this video, I will explain you about intersecting lines, transversal line and many more topics. So our first topic is intersecting lines. Now what are intersecting lines? When two or more lines cross each other in a plane, they are called intersecting lines. It means when two or more lines they cross each other like this. They cross each other. They cross each other. They are called as intersecting lines. So a pair of lines are called intersecting if they have a common point. This common point is their point of intersection. I will explain you by giving example. Students, look at this figure very carefully. These two lines, this one, this L and this M, both of them, these two lines are intersecting line because they are cutting each other at this point, this O point. So when two or more lines cross each other in a plane, they are called intersecting line. Just like I have told you, a pair of lines are called intersecting if they have at least one common point. Have a common point. This one is a common point. This common point is their point of intersection. This is called as point of intersection. Understood? So these two lines are intersecting lines. Now another topic is transversal. Now what is transversal? A transversal, a line that intersects two or more lines at distinct point. Distinct point means two different points is called transversal. See this figure. These are two lines L and M and this is a transversal because this line is intersecting two different lines at two different points. Suppose this point is O and this point is F. So it is intersecting at two different points. Now students, our next topic to understand is angles made by a transversal. Look at this figure very carefully. This is very important topic, so you should listen to me very carefully. These are two lines. These two lines L and M. And this P is a transversal line. So this P intersect two line L and M at two distinct points. This and this one. Two distinct points. After cutting these two lines at two distinct points, total 8 angles are formed. See, this one is the first angle, this one is the second angle, this one is the third angle, and this one is the fourth angle. Similarly here, see, this one fifth, this one sixth, this one seventh, and this one is eighth. So on the whole, 8 angles are formed when a line is cut two other lines at two distinct points. Now student, when a transversal cut two different lines at two distinct points, then total 8 angles are formed, as I told you earlier. Out of these 8 total angles, 4 are exterior angles and 4 are interior angles. I will explain you that which are interior angles and which are exterior angles. Now again look at this figure very carefully, students. Now these two lines are there. In these two lines 4 angles are there. There's 3, 4, 5 and 6. These 4 angles are interior angles because they are inside these two lines L and M. And angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8. These are exterior angles because they are outside the line L and M. Again I am explaining you angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6. These 4 angles are interior angles because they are inside two lines L and M. And angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8. These 4 angles are exterior angles because they are outside the line L and M. So students, we will write it out here. Angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are interior angles. And angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8 are exterior angles. Again see here. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 7, angle 8. These are exterior angles. And angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6 are interior angles. Student, our next pair of angles are pairs of corresponding angles. These angles are very important. Listen to me very carefully. Now, what are pair of corresponding angles? Pair of corresponding angles are those angles which have different vertices, are on the same side of the transversal and are in corresponding position. Means one is above, another one is below, relative to the two lines. I will explain you. Again look at this figure. This one, angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angle. Why? Because they have different vertices, are on the same side of the transversal. 1 is also and 5 is also are on the same side of the transversal and are in corresponding position. That is, one is above and another one is below. So 1 and 5 are corresponding pairs of angles. Similarly, 3 and 7 are corresponding pairs of angles. They have different vertices, they are on the same side of the transversal and are in corresponding position. One is below and another one is, one is above, another one is below. Similarly, on this side of a transversal, this 2 and 6 are corresponding pairs of angle and 4 and 8 are corresponding pairs of angles. So in total there are 4 pairs of corresponding pairs of angles. Now let's write which are the pairs of corresponding angle. So as I told you, angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding pairs of angle. Another one is angle 3 and angle 7. Next is angle 2 and angle 6. And last one is angle 4 and angle 8 are corresponding pairs of angles. Now let's understand pairs of alternate angles. Now what are pairs of alternate angles? Pairs of alternate angles are those angles that have different vertices. They are on the opposite side of the transversal and third lie between the two lines. Let's understand this. Look at this figure again very carefully. Now, what are alternate angle? They have different vertices. See, this 3 and angle 3 and angle 6. Angle 3 and angle 6 are pair of alternate angles because they have different vertices. This one is the vertices of vertex of angle 3 and this is the vertex of angle 6. Now, on the opposite side of the transversal, They are on the opposite side of the transversal and lie between the two lines. These are the two lines and they both lie between the two lines. So we can say that angle 3 and angle 6 are pair of alternate angles. Similarly, angle 4 and angle 5 are pair of alternate angles. So we can say that there are two pairs of alternate angles. Now let's write the pair of alternate angle, and they are angle 3 and angle 6. Next is angle 4 and angle 5. There are two pairs of alternate angles. So student, our next important topic is pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Now what are pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal? First point that you have to remember is the pairs of interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary. Listen to me, they are supplementary. It means their measure is 180 degree. I will explain you. Look at this figure very carefully. This angle 4 and angle 6 both are interior angle on the same side of the transversal and their measure is 180 degree. It means they are supplementary. Suppose the measure of angle 4 is 100 degree, then the measure of angle 6 is 80 degree. 100 plus 80, that is equal to 180 degree. So the measure of interior angle on the same side of the transversal is 180 degree. And another pair is this angle 3 and angle 5. They are interior angle on the same side of the transversal. It means they are interior. 3 and 5, they are interior angles and they are on the same side of the transversal. So their name is interior angle on the same side of the transversal. So angle 3 and angle 5 are interior angle on the same side of the transversal and angle 4 and angle 6 are interior angle on the same side of the transversal. So there are two pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal and their measure is 180 degree. So student, let's write the angles. So angle 4 and angle 6 are interior angle on the same side of the transversal and angle 3 and angle 5 are interior angle on the same side of the transversal.